I didn't really think making a Guardians of the Rift guide was in my plans this week, but this guy has asked me to make him a video on how I do Guardians of the Rift and what I would recommend to do. So I'm going to be keeping this very high level, both in terms of the information I give and literally high level. I currently have, the Colossal Pouch, I got the Abyssal Needle, I have, the Abyssal Lantern with 90 fire making, not boostable, in order to have the redwood logs lit up, which prevents my pouch from decaying, and I have a Divine Rune pouch, which doesn't really matter in my situation. So these are really the items that I would recommend. So have the Raiments of the Eye sets, starting with the boots first if you want to buy it, then the robe bottoms or the hat. I prefer robe bottoms because it's cheaper. And last, you want to buy the top. And you want to buy the top last because you want to utilize Varrock Armor 4 for as long as you can. Don't bring a crystal pickaxe here. You're going to be wasting charges and it's just not worth it. It's pretty fast. I bring the mining cape because you get one extra chance of getting, an extra little something whenever you mine, similar to the Varrock Armor. I don't have Raiments of the Eye hat. This is just there for because I'm a wannabe. So again, don't use this as a guide. Use this as a reference. You're gonna do things your way. I'm not an efficient player. I learned how to play this game myself. I'm not a professional at this game. There might be better strategy guides out there. This is more for a reference for your understanding of how I play at a high level. What you also need to have is Lunar's Magic Imbue, and you need to have those runes in your Divine Pouch or Rune Pouch. And if you don't have the Abyssal Lantern that prevents your decay, then you also probably need to bring NPC Contact or unlock the capability of fixing your pouch for 1 pearl with Cordelia, which I don't personally like. Just bring the NPC Contact. It takes like 2 seconds. And if you have to bring NPC Contact and you want to keep the same layout, then you probably have to combine your either air runes with your water or fire. So I'll let you decide how you want to play that one, but this is how I do it. I'm currently using 3 of these runes in the pouch. The bloods are really just, the extras that I get from Guardians of the Rift. It's not being used, and I have a stack of elemental earth runes outside of my pouch so I can use them for combination runes. These are just the runes that I have plentiful of on an iron because I got a shit ton of drops when I was doing Dust Devils and like other things. So I don't know why at one point, I had over 120k and I somehow just pierced under 100k Earth Runes. But perfect timing, it opened up. So let's go through what a current kind of cycle looks like. And I'll fast forward the mining bits because you don't really need to, you don't have to know more than collecting 240 here. You should have the requirement for this before you do this. Again, this is high level overview, so you literally got to be like high level, even though agility is my lowest skill. So collect 240 of these Guardian fragments, and that should be enough for, I believe, 4 rounds of self-crafting with 60 essence each. So 2 minutes is up at this point, and the game has officially started. I am almost at 240. If the spawn to the Runescent Mine opens up, then I'm just going to stop what I'm doing and I'm going to go into that portal. That's like #1 priority at this stage. But now I have 240, so I'm going to make my way up there. And I get 240 more of a safe, just to be safe in case like the game goes on longer than I anticipated. And now, I'm just really waiting here. I'm not crafting because I know for a fact that this portal is going to open. And crafting anything now is going to be a waste of this portal. So we're going to go through the portal, and we're going to mine the Guardian Remains, and we're going to get the Guardian Essence. I just want to fill up my pouch. And so now I have a strategy. After I filled up my pouch, I'm going to consider what I need to runecraft. So I'm going to prioritize bloods and deaths, and whatever is not Earth Rune. So if it's an Earth Rune and it's like body, then I'm going to do, bodies. I'm not going to go craft more Earth Runes. So in this case, it's water and body. I take water over body because you don't want to really do bodies. So you can go into the water, and here's where we're going to do our first combination. We get here, we're going to Magic Imbue. We're going to use the Earth Runes on the altar, and we're just going to repeat the process. Also good to note that with Runelight, you can turn your shift click into empty for any of your rune pouches, and that is going to be your best friend here. So next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to just deposit these individually. So I used it on the deposit box, press 4, and it deposits to the bank, and I start crafting my next set of runes. My rune essence. And I keep the spare binding necklaces in my inventory. Number one, because I don't have to look up to the top left over here to see how many charges I have. And number two, if I run out, you know, mid RC, I'll just click on it again. So, alright, we got a full 40. And we are still making. And, oh man, the deaths were there. I would have loved that. See, earth is up. So I'm not going to craft earth runes. So I'm going to go into the nature altar. And because this is not an elemental, right? I'm just going to go ahead and craft it like I would. You know, I'm going to go power up the Guardian and watch this. Bam. Energy back to 100. Use the nature runes on the deposit pool. Press 4. And now we wait. Because time since portal has been almost 2 minutes, and every 2 minutes a portal opens up. And this is just enough time for you to go to a portal, get the Guardian Essence from the mine, you know, use it up, and then go and craft again, and then you rinse and repeat. Alright, perfect. We got a full inventory again. Let's see what it is. So in this case, it's, you know, a couple of seconds left until the next round. So I usually just let it, you know, wait, because I like seeing the blood. I like seeing the death. I don't want to keep crafting combination runes all the time. But combination runes is generally what you're going to be crafting for the most part. Now in this scenario, and this is a good thing that I got this talisman because I would have forgotten. To have a good game, you want to go ahead and right-click talisman on all of these elemental runes, in my opinion. All of these elemental, what is it? Altars. And you also want to do the same for cosmic. You want to do the same for natures. You want to do the same for bodies and minds and chaos. And this will prevent you from getting any kind of portal talisman that you don't want to get, because it does use up an inventory space, and it will mess up your you know, emptying of the pouches if you have like a very specific amount in your inventory. So the only two that I have currently active is bloods and deaths, and if I get them, then I keep using them. So in this case, right, it's natures, but I want to go do blood ones because I have the blood talisman, and I value bloods a lot more than natures, more XP. It's the same amount of points, but bloods are just nicer. So I prioritize doing the bloods and the deaths over anything else. If the bloods and the deaths are not active, then I will wait around for, you know, the next elemental one that I can make combination runes on. So alright, so we did a crafting stage. Now we're gonna wait for the portal to open up. Again, I'm not an efficient player. There could potentially be things, ways to be more efficient playing this game. This is just a strategy that I like to play with. I think and depending on your RNG, because like I've had RNGs where, you know, I would go into the blood altar, I'd get a talisman, and then I'd go back, and then I would see it's law and waters. I'm just gonna go into the waters. I could have waited there, but I chose not to. But you know, as I was saying, I completely forgot what I was saying. What was I saying? Oh man. I guess I'm gonna watch this video, you know, and I'm gonna be like, oh my god, I can't believe I forgot to say this. This is just a little glimpse of my ADHD when I play the game. But But yeah, oh yeah, as I was saying, I just remembered it. So, you know, I've had game RNGs where I would have back to back blood altars and, you know, talismans. I'd go back into the blood altar, and then all of a sudden it's blood altar again, and I get another talisman. So games like that definitely exist. And so, see, Earth Chaos, Earth Cosmic. I'm going Cosmic because I have a bunch of Earths already. So I'm just gonna make the Cosmics here, and then yeah, again, it just all depends on your game's RNG. Usually I would bank that. This mud rune that was left in my inventory, but I completely forgot because I was so caught up on the forgetfulness that I just experienced. But, you know, if you don't care about banking these runes, I like these combination runes. They are very niche to me. They have a lot of niche uses that I love to utilize. So I bank them. Be wary of the Guardian's power. I try not to kind of continue with the game if, you know, we're like 95%. So I probably would not have come in here if I wanted to go do pulls, but if the game was at 95%, but if, let's say, you want to continue playing, you don't want to leave yet, and you just want to accumulate all of your pulls, then you can start your game in here, grab a full inventory of Guardian Essence, and this is just hypothetically if you start your game on this side. If you hypothetically start your game on that side, just grab the full Essence, leave one inventory space, and then just go and mine the rest until the game becomes active again. So it's at 97%, 98%. So I'm not even gonna bother with, you know, using these, but I don't know. You can get crafting XP like this. The Guardian is fully charged. So now we're done with the game. That's pretty much it. You can either go back over there and wait for the next round to start. You can leave after you get the RC XP drop and kind of do your pulls. Or if the, you know, the portal spawns to go to the left side, then go through the portal and wait there until the new game starts, and then you'll have one extra round of freebie. So let's see what kind of pulls I got. 1, 2, I'm getting trash, that's what I'm getting. Yep, trash. All trash, and we're just gonna deposit here. And we're gonna wait until the portal opens up for us again, and we're going to restart.